if you're not doing anything now, and you know the snowball's coming at some point, what would you suggest if somebody's just really struggling to get started? Are there one or two small things? Could it be something like steam trap maintenance or a lighting retrofit? How do you get started if you're just kind of overwhelmed with, oh, what do I do?
Yeah,
If you're a
it's all
smaller
about
hospital too, I got to imagine it might be a little more difficult.
Yeah, I think it's all the necessary first step is figuring out where your data is going to come from.
Okay.
Your utility information, your performance information on your equipment. That's the thing that's going to drive your program.
Because you got to measure.
Yeah, and when we think about these 2030 and 2050 goals, a 2030 goal, we're probably within 6.5 years of having to achieve a 50% goal.
We didn't even talk about those, but yeah, I didn't want to because it's just too much. It's so much.
You have to be careful, but I think it'll be important to kind of take a breath, right, and pause and think about your program, think about what you have to do, balance the definitions of those scopes, and then just pick a place to start. And usually it's the data, because you will know how much you spend with all of your scope 3 categories. You will know how much you're spending with all your scope 1 and your scope 2, and then from there you can define that. But I always tell folks, look at what you're spending, look at where you're spending, and that's going to help you kind of provide that pathway. At Trinity, we have a utility pay system where we have a company that pays all of our utility bills for us. So they mine all of that data that's on the utility bill and they put it in a database. So that's been hugely helpful for us to have a quick start with what our scope 2 looks like, all that where we're buying our utilities from. But it's understanding and narrowing down your data sources is going to be the critical first place to start.